I remember when, as a young attorney, I cross-examined a doctor in my very first medical malpractice trial. That actually was astounding. You want to learn why? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. I've been in practice now more than 25 years, so now this goes back quite a while. But the very first time I had an opportunity to cross-examine a doctor as an attorney who represented an injured victim, as a family who was bringing a lawsuit seeking compensation for the harms and losses their loved ones suffered, now I had the opportunity to go up and cross-examine a pulmonary doctor, a pulmonologist. It was our claim that the doctor failed to recognize that this patient had lung cancer. It was our claim that the doctor violated the basic standards of medical care, and as a direct result of that, delayed his diagnosis and ultimately caused his death. Now, one of the most fascinating things about this process was that I had to spend weeks and weeks preparing for this particular trial. And remember, this was my first trial where I was going to cross-examine a doctor, and here was the doctor who was being sued. So not only did I prepare for cross-examination, I had to prepare for every aspect of the trial. Now, I will tell you, as part of preparation, learning how to do cross-examination, one of the key things we're taught by our elders, by our mentors, in our textbooks, is to always ask leading questions. Why is that? Because you never know what the witness is going to say. And in addition, since he's a hostile or adversarial witness, now you know that if you ask an open-ended question and give the doctor an opportunity to explain, what do you think is going to happen? The doctor will grab that opportunity, go ahead and explain, and now do everything possible to destroy our particular case. So what did I do? I followed the book exactly as it said. Ask leading questions each and every time. Dr. Jones, isn't it true you did this? Yes. And isn't it true that after that, the proper thing to do would be X, Y, and Z? Yes. And would you agree, doctor, that in this particular instance, you did not do A, B, and C? And now take the doctor down a path of leading him with these questions, which is exactly what I was permitted to do. The fascinating thing about this cross-examination was that the leading question concept worked. It was fascinating. I got the doctor to answer these questions either yes or no, or I can't answer that question. That was amazing to me. Here I was as a very young attorney using and applying these concepts I'd learned in law school, as a very young attorney trying other types of cases, and now in a medical malpractice case. This type of concept worked, where I'm asking leading questions. So why do I share this quick story with you? I share it with you to give you an insight and an understanding to what goes on in a medical malpractice case, even though this happened so many years ago and it was my very first time I was cross-examining a medical doctor. You know, I realize you're watching this because you have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, I get that and I understand that, and you probably have questions that you need answered. Well, what I encourage you to do if you have questions and your matter happened here in New York is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, @oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a great day.